Welcome to Lost in the Lakes, and today we're on a bike.
Welcome to Lost in the Lakes, where you get brews, reviews, but best of all, views.
So we're going up Whinlatter Forest, and we're going to be hopefully stopping up somewhere near Lord's Seat. I've got this thing in Eco just to help me get up the hills when it's fully loaded. I just want to take the edge off basically. Cycled up from Keswick up Whinlatter Pass, and now I'm going up Whinlatter itself, and you can just see the red trail up there. We'll be kind of joining that on the up and then zipping off up a bit higher. Right, so I'm on the what they call the Red Route North climb now. Just climbing up towards Lord's Seat. We're taking a left soon, it's going to get a bit steeper, so... Oh, it's funny when you do this on a full suspension bike, it's quite smooth. And then you do it with a fully laden gravel bike, it's not so smooth. Just looking at the wind forecast, it looks like it's going to be about 50 mile an hour at 900 meters, so probably 30-40 mile an hour where I'm going to be. It's coming from the south, so I might have to drop down to Bath. I've camped on there before, and I know there's a good few hidey holes. What you don't get is what I wanted tonight was a sunset, because I think it's going to be claggy in the morning. But as you can see, for now it's blue sky. But we'll see what we can do and see what it's like up at the top there. Right, so I've got to the top of, well, Lord's Seat's just up there, and got up from Keswick in 1 hour on this thing. Pretty quick, a lot quicker than what I thought it was going to be. And the wind's coming in this direction as well, so it's starting to get cold very quickly. It's really warm when I set off. I suppose when you ascend quickly, you get cold quickly. So this is my bike setup. Managed to get the Soulo in the back there, in here. Got a spare in a tube. In here I've got my electronics, my batteries in there, and I've got a hat in there. In the front there I've got my sort of, all my kit for eating with and all random odds and sods. Got a new sleeping bag in here, the Cedar Summit Spark -9, so hopefully that keeps me warm tonight. I've also got other stuff in there to fill it out. I've got my Arc'teryx Cerium jacket, and yeah, lots of other bits and pieces, water and everything. Right, I'm going to film myself trying to carry this thing over here. Right, it's going to be a lot of heaving and hoeing. It'd be great if I could just lift this up here and send the bike through, but that's not going to work. Options are to lift it up and over or drag it with me. I think I'm going to drag it with me. Good thing is it's fairly balanced, so I don't have to lift it up too much. I think if I had to get this over a fence, I would really struggle. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Right, the next obstacle. Oh. If I don't trip up over there. So the next obstacle is this hill. So I'm gonna put the camera down it. Don't know if you can see if that's quite steep or not, or how steep that is. But I think this might make an enjoyable challenge. The mic might cut out as I'm going up, but I'll see if I can get up there. Good thing is I've got a tailwind. I'm going to cheat for this. We're going in turbo. Off we go. Well, I got up. Just shows how good e-bikes are. I mean, that thing's just a 50-watt motor, and it's packed some punch. Trouble is, the gearing on that thing's not really. I mean, you can see how steep this is. It's got steps in. But you can really feel the wind up here as well. There's a little point over the top there. So I'll see. Oh, sorry, I'm out of breath just jumping off the bike and running back down again. First gets the fitness in. So the wind is coming from almost behind me, and we've got a sunset there. So potentially, if we can work it out right, we can get some sort of sunset. Trouble is, this is quite a busy summit. I'm hoping there won't be many people tonight anyway. Oh, but up here you do get a 360 view. Got skidder and everything over there. Sail fell just over there. Ling fell just behind here actually. That's Broom Fell, Harrot Hill. Background there we've got Grisdale Pike. Right, I'm just going to drop down to this little bit here. Let's see what it's like. No, I think there's another bit here we can maybe get on. Because I got up in an hour so quick, I've got 2 hours to play around and find somewhere. Could set up here. I can maybe go down a little bit further onto this path here. Trouble is, the wind's going to come round. Over in that direction you've got Bath, and there is plenty of sort of last minute places on there you can go and hide behind. That tent hide, that MSR, similar winds to this, and found a nice place for it. I think then I propped it up with a walking pole. So I'm just going to look off the end here. See if I can see anyone camping. They don't usually camp on this side. It's usually on the far side. Now, many moons ago, I camped down there about 20 years ago. Again, that was midsummer, no wind. Right, there's a little shelf down here. I'm going to have a look down. Hopefully my bike's safe up there. I think we'll still get some sort of sunset. It is a bit cloudy. Yeah, there's no wind down there at all. So I'm just going to go down to that ledge and have a look. There's a little path down here. Don't want to go too far because I'm still conscious my bike's up there. That's got my tent in it. Got my sleeping bag on my back, so in an emergency I can put that on. Well, in fact, I've got all my down stuff. Yeah, there's no wind here at all. I'm just going to look, see what this is like here. Looks like it could be. Yeah, you'd have to go over here to camp, but you're certainly out of the wind. So I'll have a nice little camp. I'll go back up now and get my bike and judge what it's like on top. It is going to get slightly windier later on, so I think it's going to peak at about 10 o'clock. I'll check the app when I get back up there. Get my mobile phones on the bike as well, but I do have mobile reception on my watch as well, which I find very handy for an emergency. So back over the top here, tent will be fine in this sort of wind. Pitched in this wind, no problem before, but I think I'll just drop down out of it slightly over here. So you got that little bit there, just behind there. Even here, it's slightly out of the wind. If you come up over the top, you get the full force. This is certainly one you could camp on the top. Yeah, so we'll drop down behind that little mound just for a quieter night, I think. Right, we're gonna go here. Might pitch the tent on that sort of angle. Let's come round a bit. So pitch it on this sort of angle, and then we'll have a sunset. Oh, got to remember where I put everything. Trouble is when you have a setup, and obviously coming out on the bike, it's a different setup now. So what we got: poles, pegs, and then the tent's in the back here. Managed to get it packed up into this little X-Ped dry bag. Didn't take too much to get it in there. Hopefully it's a calm morning, so it's easy enough to get it out again. I'll just put that in there for now. Get some pegs out, find where we're going to pitch. I'm going to have to go here. Lovely, the wind's just calmed down a second so we can get this sorted. That's nice of it. Right, there we go. That's better. So cutting into the wing nicely, you can see it almost shark finning. So that's perfect. So we've got double pegs. I know the angle on these are pretty crap. Get these in a bit further. Double pegged on there. We've got a single peg on that one. Double, double, and double on the back there as well. I've spaced them out just because the wind's coming this way. And let's go and see what it's like on the top there, to see if we've made a good decision. Oh. Yeah, that looks all right. Just gonna put my hood up. It's getting a bit cold. So this is Lord's Seat. For years I always got mixed up with Broomfell, which is over there, which has got a huge cairn on it, and it's called that Lord's Seat, and you can probably see it from here. Right, yeah, so this wind is pretty big, and this is where we came from. You got the top of Windlatter just over there. This is Seat Howe, and then just off in the distance there you can just see Keswick, and then bath. You just see Bass Lake poking out there as well, and we're going to be looking on here. So last week I was looking up at this mountain here, and now we're looking down on Sail Fell, and then Ling Fell is just behind. There's a little bit of grass you can just see poking out over there, and I think that's probably Ling Fell. And we're looking down into Lawton, and then you've got Low Fell, Sourfoot Fell, and all them over that way, which I've camped on. It's quite nice. We're still kind of on the edge of the Lake District. You can see Skidder there. So you get in the morning, if you camped up over maybe here or something, you'll get a nice sunrise. Thing is though, it's going to be claggy in the morning, I think. So right, move my bike around there so it's out of prying eyes. Get all my stuff put in. The wind's picking up and it's getting underneath this, and that's why the camera's bouncing around quite a bit. But we're out of the wind now, and we're pointing right at the sun, and there's clouds everywhere, so I don't think we're going to get a sunset. Look at that. Hang on a minute, let me get some more weight on that end just to stop that camera from jumping around. Got my radio, I'm going to play with that later. Oh, nice litre bottle of water, that'll hold it down. So there's my bag set up. So everything else was on my bike. And what I've got in here, you can hear that, can't you? Got my trekker chair. I'm not sure which way I'm going to sleep. I think I'll probably sleep this way. The good thing about having a small bag is it's easy to just throw in the tent and get on with it. Now here I've got my Arc'teryx Alpha jacket. Needs reproofing. It's been, maybe I should, rather than stuff it in there, roll it. I bought a lamp this time, just for darker nights now. So this is the Alp Kit lamp, but it just gets it's nicer to have a light than a head torch. There's my thermarest, little sit mat thing there. I don't think I'll be using, it's too windy. In here I've got my downs, my down jacket, my down pants. I haven't really compressed it that much. I just wanted to keep it in a waterproof bag. And here is my new Sea to Summit Spark -9. So we'll see how that goes tonight. Last week I slept in my down jacket, and I was getting cold with that. The sleeping bag I had, that 400. Let me just get my water out. There's some more water I can weigh that tent down with. What have we got in the bottom here? Oh, another first aid kit. I've got 2 first aid kits now. And then always take my little filtration system just in case. I'll put them in there. In fact, I'll put them in the bottom. And that's it. Right, so I'll get my trekker chair and thermarest set up, and then we'll think about what we're going to wear, whether we're going to put it down. I think I'll put my down jacket on over this one, just to give it a
just to give it just to be a bit warmer. Still warm on my legs so far. I've locked my bike to my tent as well. Just got like a little lightweight lock, that just so if anyone tries to wheel away with it, it'll give me a chance to get out and they can run away. I'm not going after them. Right, so this trekker chair, I don't think I've done much. I take this on every camp now. This is, I have got a Hillberg chair, but the weather's been so crap that I've just not thought about bringing it, because yeah, it's just been pants. I mean, this we're coming into winter now, so so when I've got full battery on this, and it's nice outside, I tend to just leave this, thread the trekker chair through here, and then just kind of leave it to do its thing, because it's not the fastest. I know the other ones, the oh hell, whatever they're called, the other ones that blow them up, they do it a lot quicker. But to be fair, this thing does an alright job. You just let it do its thing, tinker away with other stuff. You're camping, so you've got plenty of other things to be on with. And yeah, I just let it sit there, and it blows itself up just enough. These are the Cedar Summit ones. I'm thinking about getting the different ones, just because these, they've got zips on the side there, look. All mucky and scuffed there. And again, same on the other side there. So if you get the other, these are sort of, okay, I suppose they're better for walking around in. They've got bits on it, but and again with a zip and everything like that. But I think the other ones are just simpler, probably just better for sitting in the tent with, comfier. You know, there's no zips to lie on. Right, we've still got, where are we at? 6:15, so we've still got, I think it's an hour before sunset. So sunset is 6:30 now. Okay, so we haven't got as much time. Obviously when you're up in the hills you get an extra hour, half hour, especially when you can see the coast and you can actually see Scotland. Right, so I'll stop that annoying noise. Pumps it up just enough so I can turn it into a chair. There we go. That is the comfiest chair you're going to get in a tent. You can sit back and chill, and there we go, there's the view I've got. 15 minutes until sunset. Again, we're not going to get much of a sunset. Bike's locked to just the guy rope, just to stop any wanted people picking it up. It's not set to rain tonight. There you can just see a bit of red sky on the sunset. I think the sun's probably, yeah, you can see that. What else can we see? Right over. It's hard to make out. I think that's Gaskell Gill. on the left, and we've got a mountain biker. It looks like he's lost his bike. Right, well, I'm all wrapped up, and it's dark out there now, and the wind's really getting up. I don't know if you can see. It's actually just died off. As soon as I put the camera on, it's died off. But it's, here we go. I think we're gusting at probably about 40 mile an hour, 45. Forecast was 50. Yeah, you can hear that. We're in for a blustery night, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to switch the camera off now and I'm going to go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. So this is what I've had all night. Can you see? So it's been fairly windy all night. I would say when I went outside, it's probably about 30 constant, gusting at 40, something like that. It's hard to stand up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you outside and you can see. Right, I'm just squatting behind this rock here. You can just see the tent there. Let me take you out in the wind and you can see how windy it is out here. Takes your breath away, actually. Yeah, it's hard to breathe when you're when the wind's blowing. Whew. I'll just take you onto the top, and we'll see how it is. See what the views are like, eh? Spin you around. So at the top here, we've probably got a constant 30 to 40 mile an hour wind. It's really pushing. The good thing is I'll be going down on that path there, getting out of the wind pretty quickly. Now, it's officially been the windiest night. Like I say, it's been easily up to 50 mile an hour, but that tent's held strong all night. Right, I'm going to get back in the tent and get packed away a bit. Right, I don't know if you can hear the wind or not. But this is what it was like last night. See how windy it is. Really pushing the tent now. So I've got everything packed away. I've got my helmet, and I've kept this so I can use it as a weight when I get outside. So I've decided to pack everything in the backpack rather than put it on the bike. All I'm putting on the bike is the tent, just so it's quicker for getting it down. There'll be no airs and graces with this one. I'm just going to flatten it as soon as possible, and then hopefully it goes in the tent pretty quickly. I'm going to try and find my gloves as well. Right, I've got my gloves on, ready to go outside. Yeah. Let's get this stuff out of here. It's going to be interesting. I think what I'll do is I'll put the camera up here, this little nook out of the wind, and you can watch me battling with the wind while the camera stays upright. There we go. Right. Ooh. Right, let's go back here, double check that we've got everything. Wow, that was a mission. I think it's suffice to say this is it's been an eventful one, this one. It's I'm kind of glad I've got that tent packed away in this wind. Haven't really had much of time to look at the views or really enjoy where I'm at. And sorry for the mic just being where it's at as well. It's I've had to hide it away because of the wind. Next time you see me, I'll be in the woods, out of this wind. Right, well, that's me out of the wind. Come round the sort of backside of Windlatter. I don't think I've been here for forever. And it's sort of all young trees around here. It's quite nice seeing 3 red squirrels, which is good. It just shows you just coming out of the wind. I'm actually getting quite warm now. I'm going to drop down to the visitor centre. It's still early doors, so I don't think anything will be open yet, but we'll go down, see if the cafe's open, eh? Right, this is a little sort of platform just above the visitor centre, and you've got a nice view of Keswick there, and it's just opened up. Wind's dropped down now. So next thing for me, I'm going to go down to the visitor centre and then go down on the road. That's been the setup. This has been my setup on. So this morning, this bag and this bag is empty, just because everything in my bag. I didn't want to be faffing around on my bike too much. But I've got the tent in the back there, so it's a good 4-season tent in there. Not many 4-season tents will fit in a bag like that. But yeah, it's been another successful wild camp with the bike as well. Managed to get up a mountain, which is funnily enough, thinking about it, first time I went on this bike. In fact, you can see. Let me just spin you around. First time I took that out was the first time I went wild camping. It was on top of Latrick there, and the second time was up on the quarry at Clough Head, which is almost directly behind it, which is a bit funny really. And then this time we're on the top of Lord's Seat. Right, I'm gonna go. There's some people coming up now, so I'm gonna jump back on the bike and get down to the visitor centre. Right, we've arrived safely down Windlatter Pass. Just on a little back road now. It's just to the side of the A66. And yeah, sneaking back home. Well, that was yeah, windy, wet, but mostly successful. Quite enjoyed that actually. It was quite exhilarating. Right, that's been another successful wild camp. This has been Lost in the Lakes, and we'll see you in the next one.